Hello, sweetheart. Welcome back. I knew you would come back. Don't look surprised. That's not arrogance. That's experience. People who leave this room often tell themselves they're just going to think about it. They say they'll take a little time, maybe forget the voice, forget the chair, forget the strange calm that follows them afterward. But then the day gets loud again. Messages, work, pressure, people asking things from you without giving you direction. Too many choices, too many expectations, too much noise inside your head. And eventually you remember this place. You remember how easy it was to sit still, how different it felt to stop performing, how comforting it was to let a calm, confident woman organize your thoughts for a while. So here you are, part 2, your deeper session. Come in properly. Close the door. Good. Take a moment before you sit down. Look around the room. The lights are softer today. The air is warm. The chair is waiting for you. The room is quiet in that expensive way, where every little sound feels intentional. You may notice the same sign on the wall. Beta University, Therapeutic Department. It looks almost professional enough to hide what really happens here. Almost. Sit down. Relax your shoulders. Let your hands rest wherever they naturally fall. You don't have to impress me today. You already did the most important thing. You returned. That tells me you're ready for a more honest conversation, not a harsher one. Honesty doesn't need to be harsh. Sometimes honesty is very gentle. Sometimes it's just a woman looking at you calmly and saying, "You know why you're here." And you do. You came back because relaxation feels different when it comes from authority. You came back because there is something soothing about being directed. You came back because a part of you enjoys not having to lead every second of your life. And before you rush to explain that, justify it, soften it, or make it sound normal. Don't. Not here. In this room, we don't punish the truth by making it smaller. We let it breathe. So breathe with me. Slow inhale. Hold it for a second. And let it go. Again. Inhale. Good. And exhale. There. That's already better. Your body remembers the room faster than your mind does. That's normal. The mind likes to pretend every experience is new. The body is more honest. It recognizes patterns. A voice like mine, a room like this, a woman who speaks clearly, a structure you can lean into. And suddenly you don't have to be so tense. You don't have to be clever. You don't have to argue with yourself. You can just listen. That's enough for now. Now I'm going to ask you a few questions. Nothing complicated. You can answer quietly, out loud, or just in your mind. If you feel comfortable, you can nod. If you don't, simply notice your answer. Does being here feel easier the second time? Good. Do you feel calmer when someone confident gives you a simple instruction? Interesting. Do you enjoy the feeling of being guided when you trust the voice guiding you? Good. Do you notice how your breathing changes when I slow my voice down? Very good. Now one more. Do you feel a little more honest in this room than you do outside of it? That's the important one, because today isn't about forcing anything into you. It's about removing the noise around what is already there. Last session, we spoke about feminine authority as an idea. Today, we make it personal, not political, not theoretical, personal, because there's a difference between saying, "I like the concept of powerful women," and noticing what happens inside you when one looks at you with calm expectation. There's a difference between admiring confidence and wanting to respond to it. There's a difference between thinking a woman is beautiful and feeling your priorities quietly rearrange themselves around her comfort. You know that feeling. You've had it before. Maybe at work. Maybe with a woman you barely knew. Maybe with someone who didn't even try to affect you. She just entered the room, and your mind made space for her. That is the part of you we're speaking to today. The part that becomes more attentive around certain women. The part that feels useful when given a task. The part that feels strangely peaceful when there is no need to compete, no need to dominate, no need to pretend you're unaffected. Let's begin there. Imagine an ordinary morning. Nothing dramatic. You wake up, check your phone, and see your schedule. Meetings, errands, small responsibilities waiting for you. The usual pressure starts forming in your chest. But then there's a second message from her. Not long, not emotional, just clear. Be ready by 10. I need you focused today. That's all. And somehow your morning changes. Not because the words are magical, because they give your attention somewhere to go. You shower faster. You dress better. You stop wasting time. You become cleaner, quieter, more organized. All from one sentence. That's what direction does to a mind that wants structure. Now imagine you're at work. The office is busy. People are moving around, pretending they're important. Phones ringing, keyboards tapping, someone laughing too loudly near the break room. A female manager walks past your desk. She's not even your direct boss. She's younger than you, maybe. Sharper. More composed. She pauses, looks at the papers in your hand and says, "Bring those to conference room 3 and get me the updated version before lunch." No request. No smile. Just expectation. And instead of feeling insulted, something in you becomes still. You understand the task. You understand the tone. You understand that doing it well will feel better than arguing about whether she had the right to ask. So you get up. You do it. You return with the updated version. And when she glances at it and says, "Good," just once without even looking fully impressed, you feel it. That little warmth. That little reward. That small proof that you were useful. Notice that. Don't exaggerate it. Don't make it dramatic. Just notice how real it feels. Now breathe. Another scene. You're in a cafe. A woman ahead of you in line realizes she forgot her wallet in the car. She's dressed beautifully, but not for you. That matters. She isn't trying to impress you. She simply exists with a kind of effortless gravity. She turns slightly and asks, "Can you cover this?" "I'll be quick." Most people would overthink it. But in the world we're building inside this session, your answer is simple. Yes. You don't make it awkward. You don't make her reassure you. You don't turn a small act of service into a performance. You pay. She gives you a quick look like she expected the world to cooperate with her. And instead of resenting that, you like the clarity. She moves easily through life. You made it easier. That is the whole exchange. Now imagine a cleaner version of the world. Not perfect. No world is perfect. But different. Women in leadership are normal. Feminine authority is not treated as unusual. A woman taking charge doesn't need to explain herself for 10 minutes before people listen. At the office, the directors are women. In the university, the department heads are women. At the clinic, the senior therapists are women. In boardrooms, classrooms, studios, courts, and companies, women speak and men learn to respond without making everything about their pride. Some men hate that world. Of course they do. They feel every instruction as an attack. They confuse ego with dignity. They think being corrected by a woman means losing something. But other men adapt. And the ones who adapt become calmer. They stop wasting energy trying to be louder than the room. They learn to be valuable. They learn timing. They learn tone. They learn to notice when a woman needs space, support, silence, or action. That is not weakness. That is training. And trained men are easier to trust. Now answer honestly. Do you like the idea of being trusted because you are useful? Good. Do you like the idea of a woman seeing you as reliable? Good. Do you enjoy feeling that your effort has a clear purpose? That's the heart of it. Obedience, when we use the word here, doesn't mean becoming empty. It means becoming available to direction. It means you stop treating every instruction as a threat to your identity. It means you can hear, "Do this." And instead of needing to defend your ego, you simply consider the task. Can I do it well? Can I do it calmly? Can I make her day smoother? That is the mindset. Not panic. Not desperation. Precision. A soft kind of discipline. Let me give you another example. You are in a luxury apartment. Evening light through the windows. The city below. A woman stands by the mirror, getting ready to go out. She's deciding between 2 pairs of heels. She doesn't ask for your opinion because she needs it. She asks because she enjoys watching you pay attention. Black or silver? You look carefully. Not like a man trying to sound clever. Like someone whose answer should serve the moment. Silver. She studies herself, then nods. Good. Bring my coat. Simple. You move. Not because you're incapable of doing anything else, but because there is beauty in being aligned with her rhythm. She chooses. You assist. She leads. You support. And for once, nothing in that feels confusing. Now maybe outside this room you would laugh at that. Maybe you'd say it's just fantasy. Fine. Fantasy often reveals what the mind is trying to understand safely. A story can show you a desire without requiring you to act on it. A scene can let you examine a feeling without being swallowed by it. That is why we use imagination here. It gives the hidden parts of you a stage. So let's continue. Imagine a train station, crowded. A woman drops her bag near the stairs. People walk around it. Everyone is busy, everyone is selfish, everyone is pretending not to notice. But you notice, and before you have time to turn it into a debate, you pick it up. She turns. For 1 second, she looks surprised, then pleased, not overly grateful, just pleased enough. Thank you. 2 words. Simple, yet your whole body understands them. You didn't become the hero. You became useful at the right moment. There is a difference. Another scene. A female professor walks through a classroom at Beta University. Adult students all quiet. She speaks about discipline, posture, attention. One man keeps interrupting, trying to sound impressive. She stops him. Not angrily, calmly. You're confusing volume with value. The room goes silent. He blushes, and every man listening understands the lesson. Some women don't need to raise their voice to dominate a room. They only need accuracy. That kind of authority reaches deeper than shouting. It makes men self-correct. Now ask yourself, do you become more aware of yourself around women like that? Do you sit straighter? Do you choose your words better? Do you want to be seen as composed, helpful, respectful? That is not random. That is feminine authority refining your behavior. Now relax your jaw. Unclench your hands. Let your back settle into the chair. There is no need to chase these images. I'll bring them to you. You simply receive them one at a time and notice what they do. Imagine a hotel lobby. A well-dressed woman approaches the front desk and the entire energy of the room changes. The male staff become attentive. The driver stands. The assistant checks the reservation twice. Nobody says anything strange. Nobody calls it submission. They call it service. That word matters. Service is socially acceptable when money is involved. But emotionally, people get nervous. They don't want to admit how much service can soothe them, how good it feels to know what is expected, how calming it feels to perform a task correctly and receive even a small sign of approval. This is why I prefer honesty. If service calms you, say that. If feminine direction helps you focus, admit that. If obedience in the right context feels less like losing yourself and more like finally resting from the exhausting act of pretending to lead, then notice that without shame. Good, you're doing well. Now the session goes a little deeper. Still calm, still safe, still clear. I want you to imagine a world where Beta University has grown. Not hidden anymore, not whispered about online. A real institution, beautiful campuses, glass buildings, soft lights, female instructors, men arriving for evaluation not because they are forced but because they are tired of pretending. There are courses in communication, emotional discipline, supportive behavior, feminine leadership recognition, practical service, self-control, and yes, obedience therapy, but not the cartoon version, the real version, learning to pause before reacting, learning to listen fully before speaking, learning to separate pride from boundaries, learning to be useful without becoming resentful, learning that a woman's confidence does not need to threaten you. In this world, men like you are not mocked for being responsive to feminine authority. You are trained to handle it well. That is the difference between a needy man and a useful one. A needy man wants attention first. A useful man understands function first. He asks, "What is needed?" And that question makes him calmer. Now say it quietly in your mind. What is needed? Again, what is needed? Good. That question is powerful because it removes the selfish noise. It doesn't erase you. It organizes you. When you enter a room, instead of wondering, do they like me? Am I important? Am I being seen? You begin to ask, what is needed here? Maybe silence is needed. maybe effort, maybe patience, maybe precision, maybe emotional maturity, maybe the simple humility to follow a woman's lead without turning it into a crisis. That is the kind of obedience I'm interested in. Not empty, not foolish, not blind, useful, awake, willing. Now imagine returning to your ordinary life with that question planted quietly in the back of your mind. A woman speaks. You listen. A woman gives a clear instruction. You don't immediately armor yourself with attitude. A woman corrects something you did. You don't collapse. You breathe, adjust, and improve. A woman's presence makes you nervous. You don't act weird about it. You let that nervousness become manners, focus, service, composure. That is how a submissive tendency becomes something elegant. Without elegance, submission becomes messy. With elegance, it becomes useful. That is the lesson for part 2. You came back because the first session opened the door. This session teaches you how to walk through it without stumbling. Now I want to ask you directly, do you like relaxing while a confident woman speaks to you? Good. Do you like when her voice gives shape to your thoughts? Good. Do you feel calmer when you stop trying to control the entire room? Good. Could you allow yourself just during this story to enjoy the idea of feminine guidance? Very good. That's all we need. Not forever. Not everywhere. Just here. Just now. Just this session. Now imagine me sitting a little closer. Not touching. Not rushing. Just close enough that my presence feels harder to ignore. I look at you the way a therapist looks at someone who has been avoiding an obvious truth for years. Not cruelly, not mockingly, patiently, because I know the mind does not change by being attacked. It changes when the new idea feels safer than the old lie. And the old lie is simple. I must always be in control to be valuable. No, you don't. Sometimes you become valuable by cooperating. Sometimes you become peaceful by following. Sometimes you become stronger by admitting which kind of authority makes you softer. And there is nothing wrong with softness when it has direction. Now breathe in and out. Good. You may notice your body feels heavier now. That's normal for relaxation. Your thoughts may feel slower. That's fine. You are simply letting the session do what a session is supposed to do. Give you a place to stop fighting yourself. Now in a moment I'm going to bring you back. Not suddenly, gently. You'll return awake, clear, calm, and steady. You'll remember this as a story, a role play, an experience. Nothing outside this session controls you. You choose what you keep. That is important, because real confidence comes from choice, not confusion. So let the room become clear again. The chair beneath you, the air around you, the quiet after my voice. I'm going to count from 1 to 10. With each number, you come back a little more. 1. Breath steady. 2. Body comfortable. 3. Hands and feet becoming more awake. 4. Shoulders light. 5. Mind clearing. 6. Energy returning. 7. Awareness expanding beyond the room. 8. Eyes ready to open. 9. Fully present. 10. Awake, clear, calm. Welcome back, sweetheart. That was your second session, and you did very well.